ghost of Major Weir. But with what spirit shall we toast when we raise a glass to Tom Weir's ghost? It's the part that folk remember most, save for the trial, and the way his walking stick could boast a certain style. Whiskey's an initial thought. It seems the spirit for a Scot who had for Kirk and Covenant fought, for good or ill, and whether he liked a dram or not, he haunts there still. For just as whiskey tends to trace the burst blood vessels on a face that mark a drinker, so his space on stinking close was marked as clear as Weird's old place, as a drinker's nose. Perhaps we should just toast with beer, since his legacy of spectral fear emptied that house for 100 years, till it sold cheap. That said, the beer in bars round here, like the Bow, is steep. William Petullo, who wasn't daft, saw this ill-marked, marked-down house and laughed. He bought it, but he and his other half only stayed one night, before a visit from a spectral calf made them run in fright. A calf that, hooves up on their bed, looked at them. I've sometimes read it managed this without a head. I'm not sure how. Nonetheless, the couple fled, driven by a cow. Perhaps, then, the chosen toast should be a steaming mug of hot beef tea, a beverage invented locally by John Lawson Johnson, whose empire spread out across the sea, but began in Roslin. A drink made more appropriate still when liquid beef became bovril, as term for the cougar he distilled. Bovis is ox, of course. More surprisingly is his source for vril, mystic life force. Though perhaps it's not the thing to do, to choose as dedicatory brew a drink that mixes up beef stew with mystic forces, when, as we know, Weir loved a coo, and also horses. As such love was drenched in sin, after Hogarth's cartoon spin, the proper spirit would seem gin, to match his nature, as if Tom Weir, and not Collins, was the nomenclature. Except, although gin seems a shoo-in, to commemorate Weir's fleshly doings, we must recall its mother's ruin, and Tom didn't list her, when he confessed that cows and mares got wooing, and of course his sister. Then again, some claim the sight of a flaming coach has gave them a fright, come to collect old Tom Weir's white, and jeans as well, and go hartling off into the night, taking them to hell. With coachmen, Weirs, the cow, it's teeming round these parts with ghosts and demons. In light of this, it can't help seeming a tad ironic to commemorate them by getting steaming on gin and tonic. The West Bow wizard, mage or faker, and his sister Jean, the devil-taker, have long gone now to meet their maker. And does it spoil it that their home's gone too, leaving just the Quaker meeting-house toilet? No. The pair left more than this, when they shuffled off to their abyss. True, they once sinned where now friends piss, but left a host of eldritch tales we would have missed. And now, a toast. To Major Thomas Weir, late of West Bow, Edinburgh.